Hello everybody, my name is Zelinator and welcome back to Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld episode 318. Here we are, yes, Gmail. I'm well aware that I have started streaming as a fast one. So we are up here working on aquarium question mark. So I'm trying to keep a similar theme, so I'll have the 3 blocks, the 3 block width there. I'll do the 3 block width here. So we'll extend this. I kind of want fences again. Where's my... I'll set the choices. Oh wait, I'm gonna have fences because we're gonna have fences go all along here. Oh, I see. So let me think. How wide should I make this? I don't know. So if I have the 1 block extension, then logically it would make sense to have another 1 block extension up here, which means this one. This one's the starting point. I'll have it about only... I kind of want to do four stacks, but truth be told, I don't think that's going to work well. I'll only do 1 stack. I have a plan. I have an image in my mind for how I want to do this. I should probably turn the audio down on my end. Oh, in fact, I also need to turn the audio down for the thingy. You've returned! Howdy, Ryan. After a few months or so. Turn that down, turn this down. Alright. Now, it should not get too loud. And hooray, on-screen chat's working. Every once in a while, it feels like saying nope, and I have to manually reset it. Oh well. So I'm thinking probably wider. Keep getting notifications, but you're always busy? Yes. That's what happens when you live in the real world. And boop, so we'll leave that there. I'll need to grab an incomplete stack. I might add maybe 16. This thing 4, 4, 4, 4, 12, 16, but I would want spaces between. I'd want the separators, I should say, to be 4 blocks wide. So if it's 4, say we have, again, 4 lanes. That's 16 blocks plus the line in between. 19 blocks, I think, is how far we have to go. Real world is boring? I guess. The real world is boring if you live within it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 2. 3, 4, but I don't have the extra space here. Do I want cobblestone? That's the question. Decisions. So probably I'll set that down. There we go. I believe that should be all evenly spaced. Hooray! I can arbitrarily choose how I want the distances established and go from there. Oh, I'm going to need to extend this even more. That's where the extra cobblestone comes from. Oh, I feel much safer now. I don't like standing on 1 block wide pathways. Very sketchy setup, I should say. But now I don't have to. So we'll need to get to the end and then build another 3 blocks outward. So we already placed 1, and forward we go. You know, I never checked the glass. I don't know how much glass we have cooked up. I should probably go into the ender chest and see if I moved any of the sand in there. If not, then all my sand is back in the warehouse. Which means I'll need to transfer a bunch of the sand, put it into the furnaces in the blacksmith hut, and get that cooking up. 3, 2, 1. Lines up. Coolio, coolio. So this is where we build our little platform. I'll probably have a lower frame. That'll have to wait. I'm going to need to get water here, but it'll need to be in a place where I'm not concerned about the floor. I would rather not unintentionally flood something down below. Oh, my torches! Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. Well, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Oops. Here, we'll plop the block and go from there. In fact, I could go back from here since I already know the fourth block. Boop. This one should get me to the end. Should. Famous last word. Do. I don't know how far down I'll end up going, but the water I was talking about will help me work downward. Because I'd rather not start at the bottom than venture all the way up. That seems like a big waste. Aha, exactly. Exactly what I needed. Here, how about I go to the end and then work from the end, and then I'll do the midsection. That way I can finish up the last of the platform. Wait, how's the... Oh, we'll be fine. It's only one stack. It's not going to be too bad. Oh man, you can really see the shadow if you look to the left where the lava is. You can see all the torches down there doing their job, making everything all nice and bright. Also, one thing I didn't realize until I was testing in creative, because I was further examining the suffocation bug, which killed off the entire iron golem army I spent so much iron working on. But oh well. So even if all the iron golems are gone, at least I learned something. But anyways, I was testing on a creative world, and I didn't realize endermites were added. I really thought endermites were a 1.9 thing. And that's probably because the update, you would expect the end update to feature the endermites, but no, that's not how it worked. I didn't realize they were a 1.8 feature. For block. 2, 3, 4. Yep, alright, cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that. But I grabbed every spawn egg. I also manually spawned the giant. I had to confirm with the giant as well, of course. But also with the snow golem and iron golem. So there really were only a few mobs that took suffocation damage, and I don't know why that is. Uh-oh. Oh, you see in this? You see how dark this is? We got a problem. We gotta go back now. Come on, 14 blocks. Let's wrap this up before something bad happens. Please don't be foreshadowment. Alright, we made it. Cool. The Zella moon is rising. Let me flip my bed around. I'm still particular with how I like my bed positioning. And let's catch some Z's. As all we could see are the eyes and the outline of the face. And awakeness, Kurt J. Mack used to say. So let's see. We have this established. Maybe I could do something from down here. Build a little extension or something that goes forward. Oh wait, you know what I could do? I could build an extension from over there. That way it's not just the staircase that's connecting these two areas. If I could pull this off in the design how I want, this is going to be rather cool. But we'll see if I pull it off in the way I want to. So we're going to be a little unsafe here. OSHA would not approve standing on the opposite side of fall prevention devices. Do handrails count as a device from a legal standpoint? I'll be honest, I don't know. So it's looking like these 3 blocks, right? I'm going to build a secondary platform from here to there. And so this will get me where I need to be, because what we're going to do is we're going to have an outline. In fact, same thing with the same thing with the glass bottom. So you see how the top is segmented by the cobblestone? The cobblestone is there to divide the lanes. We're going to do the same thing underneath for the floor. We're going to separate it. The reason why I chose to start over here, not over there, is I didn't want to take care of the staircase. The staircase is right in the way because I did not want to expand outward. And I don't know how far I need to go. A little bit more. How about we stockpile cobblestone, since I'm going to need to fill in all these rows. I have this image in my head for how I want this to turn out. I have not yet decided, truth be told, I've not yet decided what I want the walls to be constructed out of, because I'm building this like a giant pool. For those who were here yesterday, that's kind of what I'm envisioning. I'm building this like a giant pool with a glass bottom, a mostly glass bottom. I'm considering using glass for the sides as well. However, I don't know if I have that much glass. Alright, this will be fine, but I think before we start going any farther, let's play the not safe game. Before we go any farther, what we'll do is swap out all the glass and whatnot. Fill up the furnaces again. How are we doing on cobblestone? How many stacks do I need? 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my 5 plus a little more than 2 extra, so 7. I think we'll be fine. Logically, we should have enough cobblestone. So, with all this, let's head back over. And hooey! Splash. Now it's really gonna look like a flag after this. Oh yeah, I have news in regards to all the lighting bugs. I finally looked into it because I couldn't remember. I was really hoping that lighting bugs got fixed in 1.13, but it turns out my memory was right. 1.14, they totally redid the lighting engine and fixed all the problems we've been having. Because looks like 1.13 had a bunch of lighting bugs as well. So unfortunately, the entire world isn't going to look correct with lighting until 1.13. Sorry, 1.14. And I don't know how many stairs I'll need, but I'll just toss that. I don't need this much. I'll grab the additional stairs later. Oh wait, hold up, they have a chest. I can also put away the egg. Where's my egg chest? Oh. I forgot we've taken over the second chest now. Hooray! I don't know what I'm going to do with all these eggs, but I'll figure something out. Oh yeah, one thing as well, I want to verify. How much iron do we have? I'm really tempted later, probably in my own time, spend maybe 8 of these stacks of iron blocks and build iron golems again. It's gonna take a massive chunk out of my iron. It won't be too bad. I still have all this iron in here that'll need to be cooked up. Or I could hold on to it till when we hit 1.17 and raw ores are added. But anyway, let me fill this up with sand. Toss it into the ender chest. That way I can grab even more sand. Except I don't know how much sand we can... You know what? Never mind. I don't know how much sand we can hold. I'll start here. Do I even have an ender chest in the blacksmith hut? If I don't, that's a problem. Howdy, Iron Golem. You're gonna stay there for now until I get your buddies back. He's the last one. The only reason why that Iron Golem survived the massacre was he was existing on a half block. Oh man, I don't have an ender chest in here. We're gonna take home 2 of these crafting tables and swap them out with an ender chest. One of them, not 2. I don't need 200 chests in here, that's a waste. Especially since I'm getting a little low on ender chests right now. I want to say there's only 1 in the warehouse, 2 electric boogaloo. Maybe 2. But I know all my crafting tables are going to be here. And I don't know why I have 12 stacks of crafting tables. I don't remember if it's 12, but I don't know why I have so many crafting tables. Those are furnaces. Yeah, what is this? I have almost 11. Those are iron bars. Ender chest is somewhere around here. Yep, here's my last one. Okay. When I built the blacksmith hut back in InfDev question mark? I don't think I built it in InDev. Man, you know what I should have done? I should have checked to see if there was any more raw bacon on the floor. Totally my fault. Totally my fault. Waste of time. Oh well. Anyways, let's head around here. There probably wouldn't be any because the items would have despawned. Oh well. Yeah, let's toss that down though, so that way we can resupply. Let's not hold the glass. I know I have Silk Touch, but it'd still be a waste of time. Alright, a buzz, is that important? Hopefully I can wait until when I finish all of this. I want all of this cooking up, because we have a bunch of it, and it needs to clear out of my inventory. Oh, I didn't even realize I'm getting a lot of XP from this. I wonder where cooking sand and glass is on the little chart or whatever in regards to how much you get, how much XP you get relative based on the material type. Oh, we're gonna run out of glass, or we're gonna run out of sand. Oops. Okay, so I need 3, 4, 5 more. 5 more stacks. Maybe I will have enough glass. Doo-ba-doop. Glass to have the side walls be glass as well. It would look cool, but I don't know yet. But I'm thinking that's full of glass. What I could probably do is, that's the sand chest. Toss all of that. 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's what I said? I think so. So the glass we have in the ender chest is going to be a good start, and that will coincide with all the glass that is cooking in the hut right now. And then we'll go from there. There's a word I was thinking about pre-stream. Meticulate. I'm very meticulous with how I play Minecraft and organize my stuff. It's not even just Minecraft, it's games overall. Micro optimizations. Isn't that what us gamers do? Level up. I don't know what level I started at, but I made it to 15. Party potato. Before we go all the way back up, we're going to be smart about this and catch some Z's. And hope that when we get up there, there are no bad guys. What would even be waiting around? The spiders would be harmless. The green beans. The green beans, though. They could be a problem. Oh, look, it's the smallest Zelamoon. I know because this Zelamoon is only 4x4 pixels. That is absolutely the smallest one. I know because I remember working on the texture. Here, let's see. So we'll go this way. It's a lot of G's. Howdy, welcome back. What happened? Did your cat step on your keyboard? Oh man, the more I build, the darker that barn is going to get. That's not what I want. I'll need to do some sort of lighting system up there. I haven't figured it out yet. Not important. It can wait. Man, it's so bright. Classic wool was so bright. It fit with the rest of Minecraft's color scheme back then. Alas, Minecraft has gone for a more dull, more pale, less vibrant, desaturated look these days compared to a while ago. Just gonna paste something in and then your computer lagged. What did G have to deal with it? The internally stuck key or something? Do 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 do. I don't think there's any way to make ladder climbing fun. I remember Notch saying how much ladders were not fun, and that's why he didn't want to add them, but they were super useful, so therefore they were added after all. It's a great feature. Yeah, he's right. It's really not fun. Short ladders, it's alright. But having a ladder 128 blocks tall, oop, that takes a while to climb. Kind of reminds me, there's a map for Bone Lab called Big Ladder. It is exactly what you would expect it to be. It's a giant ladder, and you can take your time. I want to say it took me about 40 minutes climbing the ladder. Now here's the thing, 40 minutes to climb a ladder. Sure, that may take a while. But that's just Big Ladder. He made a sequel called Bigger Ladder. You want to know what bigger ladder is? It's a ladder that takes like 3 to 4 hours to climb, I think, if I'm remembering the information correctly. So taking 40 minutes to climb a ladder, that's nothing. Try taking about 6 times that. That's indeed a big ladder. So, random tidbit of information, but that's I don't know if I'll play Bigger Ladder, but I definitely climbed a big ladder once. Oh, I picked that up, hooray. Random information. I'm still getting back in the Bone Lab. I'm trying to find fun campaign levels, since those end up being my favorite. Plus, those also work best for multiplayer. Sandbox and campaigns are the best multiplayer Bone Lab maps, I believe. I need to go back and see if stuff like arena maps work better, because the enemies were not replicated very well back when I first tried it. I haven't played Bone Lab multiplayer using the Fusion mod in a while. However, because I'm sentimental with my old player models, I still play patch 3. The reason why I play patch 3 is because that's when everything still worked. All the old models I used to have back in the day still work. And lucky for me, hold on, let me count. 4 block goes here. And lucky for me, we didn't get patch 4 until earlier this year, just past June. Only about 5 months or so. So that means for anything older than about 5 months, everything that came out before June this year, all the way back until 2022 or so, should work. And that brings happiness, because hooray! That means a lot of the old stuff, a lot of the old mods and whatnot I used to play back then, that all works. Hooray! Well, that means any of the newer content, the new base game content that would be fun to try out, I won't get to. I've thought about disabling all my mods and whatnot and playing vanilla Bone Lab with the latest version, currently patch 6. After patch 4 took 18 months, so they say. After patch 4 took 18 months, seems like there's been an update every month since then. There's one in July, patch 5, and it was August. No, maybe it was September. So I guess within a couple of months was patch 6. So we are gonna see if we'll get a patch 7 before the end of the year. But we will sit and we will wait. And of course, if none of y'all play Bone Lab, then I'm just spouting random information about a semi-random game. 2, 3, 4. Oink, nothing new. I've talked about random games before. Prototype 1 and 2. I'm really sad there were only 2 games, but oh well. The Prototype games. Oh man, those were fun. Those were incredibly fun. And I'm slightly sad that each game was only about average length. Totally fine because they were both great. But turns out there was a comic series. 2 of them. There was one comic miniseries that took place before the first game. Then there's another comic miniseries that takes place between the 2 games. And I didn't know that until today. So I'm going to be reading those when I can. 2, 3, 4 block. So hopefully I'll get around to that. There's, I think, 6 volumes of each. Oh no, pineapple. Pizza. Alas, I cannot pineapple on pizza that sneeze. Nope, I feel another. Oi. Something's bothering my nose. Well, anyways, I looked on the Prototype Wiki. The second series said that there were only 3 volumes, but the link I was given had 6, so I don't know. It would be very nice if these sneezes could leave me alone. Well, anyways, I don't know when I'll read them. As long as they're moderate length, then I could do 1 or 2 volumes in a day. I should say in a day, but more like in a session. Sometimes I get the urge to just keep reading, then I can do more. But that's for later. All right, no more sneezes, please. And I think while we're here, we might as well connect this. Oi. You know what I've realized? I'm gonna have to go all the way to the end of this, then run across the platform there, next to the little racetrack thing. That it's not a racetrack, but that's why I keep calling it. Oh, I didn't realize that didn't connect yet. Oopsies. I think we'll just leave it. Well, anyways, I'll be coming back with 16 stacks of glass. How much would the walls be? I don't know how tall this is. Hold on, let me see if I can construct an outline. 1, 8. 8 blocks, huh? So we're looking at 8 stacks plus 8 stacks, 16 plus another 16, 32 stacks. I need 32 stacks of glass for this. So that's what we're looking at for here. All right, I think that's manageable. 32 stacks. Well, one whole double chest is 36 stacks. And we're getting pretty close, especially after the how many furnaces do I have? Let me think. So we're looking at 12. Oh, 36. That's nice. Oh, I can't sleep yet? I have 36 furnaces, which means I have more than enough glass to take care of all of this. Hooray! That means I'll have plenty of glass to cover the back panels here. The panel there and the panel over there for the other edge. Might as well make those glass as well. Alright, let's finish up with a little outline, because I want this to be a box. Kinda. I want the cobblestone to hiccup to be made as an outline, and then fill in out the midsection with glass. Hiccup part 2 or 3. I don't keep track of my hiccups. And huzzah! You know what I think we need? I think we need a platform, maybe on this side. This side would make more sense, because I'm realizing once this is filled in, this is a solid glass wall right in front of me. That's a solid glass wall. The floor is solid glass. How do I go from this walkway to the other end? So I think it makes sense to me. What if we expand this 2 blocks? So what it'll be is, since we're going to have the fence here, the fence on this back side, we're going to have it just loop around, and so that'll give me another block and a half-ish of walk space. Or I think it's 1.4, so a little less than a block and a half. Not important. What is important is that I ran out of cobblestone. I did not take into account the cobblestone required for this. Alright, so here's what we'll do. Since we have some glass on us right now, we're not going to waste daylight. So what we'll do is we'll start filling this in. And alright, Pinky Finger, I believe in you. Isn't it funny? I've said this before on previous streams, or at least a previous stream, where when you play Minecraft using the default key bindings, you put all your hope in your smallest and weakest finger. And that has the power between life and death on here. Isn't that interesting? So unless you're like mumbo jumbo and you use your thumb to press the crouch button, which I don't know how he did that. I want to say he stopped doing it, but I don't know why. That is so anti-intuitive. It makes no sense to me. But regardless, so unless you use something like your thumb to press your crouch button, most people use their regular pinky finger with the shift key. Or they like playing other games, and so they ended up making the crouch key control. But I don't know. Minecraft is the only game where I have crouch as shift and sprint as control. If you play stuff like first-person shooters and whatnot, it's usually the other way around, where control is the crouch button and shift is sprint, and or other features if there is no sprint. Speaking of sprinting, I'm hungry. Now I can do so. You know what I've thought about doing? It would take a lot of effort. Kinda, not really, but it would take a while, is that I've thought about having what is it? Connected textures for glass. But here's the thing. It has to be my own glass. I'd have to go through and modify all the different variations of the glass texture. And there's a lot, because there's a lot of different possible combinations that you can have glass. So I'd have to go through and perform all of that. Here, let me just grab all the goods. Might as well. That's kind of a lot. And so that's all empty, right? Other than the stairs. Yep. So I've thought about that, but knowing how big of a undertaking that will be, it's why I haven't done so. But here's the thing. It's not just glass. I'd have to do the same thing with all 16 colored glass. That's however many different orientations of glass. Multiply that by 17 to cover all 17 types of glass. That right there is a massive amount of glass textures I'd have to create. It's not impossible, but 20 textures per orientation. Yeah, it's a lot. So that's why I haven't done it. And yes, howdy, welcome back. Well, that's why I haven't done any connected texture support on here. So that's the primary reason. Maybe one day in the future, but as of now, that is unlikely. I know making the textures themselves wouldn't be so bad because I'd have to remove the streaks in the middle and that's it. You like the blocky glass? I think it works sometimes, but there are other times where I wish it was acting as one giant piece of glass. Oh, well, in the future, perhaps in the future. Besides, if people didn't want the glass separation, then don't use their chosen mod that implements it. Or I should say, have it disabled. There you go. I wonder if any more Endermen have stolen my dirt from the dirt fish. I feel like that's a no because Enderman, I should say any hostile mob tends to despawn at greater distances. I can't remember what the distance is for despawning, but I haven't been close enough there since working on Nerve headquarters. So I feel like I shouldn't be missing anymore, but who knows? We'll find out when we get there. This is so much nicer though. Having the entire 4 stacks, using 4 stacks worth 256 blocks going from one end of the testing track to the other. That's quite a lot. This is much more reasonable. It's a much more reasonable testing area. And we're gonna end up with the last 2 stacks left over. I'll figure out what to do with those later. But step 1, finish the floor. That's what is required first. We might have to pause after finishing the floor though. I guess I could start working on the back wall. I have the 2 stacks to do so. We'll take out from there. Hopefully it doesn't take more than 2 stacks to tackle it all. I guess if it does, we'll still have another 4 stacks, right? Yeah, we'll still have another 4 stacks, but we'll see. We'll see how much of this back wall. I'm trying to use up as much glass as I can now, that way I have the inventory space for after when I load up on glass again. Oops. This is why I have... Oh wait, this is my Silk Touch pickaxe. Why does my Silk Touch pickaxe have less durability than my Fortune? What happened? Because I have no idea. So turning night, I'm seeing the dark outlines around the torches over there. This could be a problem. Oh, the Zella moon is rising. Peekaboo, I see you. Let's see if we can make it back to the bed without any catastrophic event occurring. And ZZZ, hooray, we're all good. Party potato. So we still have the last 6 stacks of glass. We'll start working on the back wall then. I want to keep this side free because that's where the walkway is going to be established. Alright. Ah, this is so nice. So nice being able to run around and not have to worry about falling. Hooray! Let's see, how much does this take? Oh yeah, I need to go up a little bit first. This will give me an answer. Good thing it's divisible by 8. Slightly more than half a stack. We'll see what it comes out to after I fill this all in. And ta-da! There we go. I guess it's official. All the all the borders are going to be glass. This will be fine. Famous last words. I guess I should say only the lower section is going to be glass, because the whole top side area is going to be empty. Oh, in fact, I should make those slabs. Oh well. One thing at a time. I can redo where I want the water level. I was planning on 8 blocks, right? I think I was. Based on all my math, I think it was, because the water level is going to be 1 block beneath here, but that means I can't jump out of it unless this is all made out of slabs. Alright, let me grab my fortune pickaxe. I'll come back here with slabs. I'll need 32. That shouldn't be too bad. Oh hey, this cobblestone I can plop down here. Am I taking the damage? How about I don't take the damage, but I still take the shortcut? There we go. This isn't going to get me much farther, but at least now I can do this. I think, in fact, we might also... Oh, wait. I don't know if I can make that. Never mind. I was going to try to jump off of there and see if I could make it to the ladder, but I'm now realizing it would have been a far distance from there. all the way to here. I don't know if I would have made that. So instead I chose to play it smart and go down where the ladder is. Even though I was not hugging the ladder for most of the fall. Splash. I hear the Minecraft splash sound, and I still get flashbacks to Minecraft Every Day by Sebs. I talk about that song sometimes. Just one of those days. And I probably... Oh, you know what? Here. Here's what we're going to do. We'll head over to the furnaces. And we'll stock up on the glass. And good thing is... the blacksmith hut now has the ender chest. So I'm not concerned about running out of inventory space. Jump, jump, big jump. Up. Out of fuel. Okay, that's good enough. Let me toss that now. Oh yeah, I cannot forget the slabs, because I don't want to go up there and not have the slabs. I don't know if I have the inventory space, but we're about to find out. I have exactly the inventory space. Coolio. Level up. So let me toss all of that. So we'll need half a stack of cobble slabs, plus... how many stacks of fences? 3... plus the 2 hinges, 4... plus maybe 3 stacks of cobblestone. I am watching now, after 20 minutes. That's okay. Oh, maybe I will use stone slabs. Now, let's stay on theme, shall we? I don't have all the cobblestone slabs I wanted. That's okay. In fact, let me grab some more. Boop. I totally did not need all those slabs, but I figured might as well just grab them now. And I guess we'll just take this cobblestone. And then fences. I said I needed about 4 stacks of fences, I thought. Those are rails. This is a start, but we will be making some more. So let me head out and grab some more goods. How about I grab a stack of sticks? This will get us a stack and a half worth of crafts. If I have 2 stacks of planks. I do not have 2 stacks of planks. So let me, boop, toss that real fast. There we go. And that maximizes inventory space. I think we're all set. How are we doing on daylight? We should be able to make it back before night. Splash. Can I make it around? Nope, not after I built the log support pillar thingy. I was looking at old videos because I wanted to guarantee which beach I was talking about when I wrote it on the bounty board because I forgot. It totally makes sense I forgot. It'll be 3 years. In another week or so, 3 years since I added artificial beach to the bounty board. There's no way I was gonna remember that for 3 years since it's not very important. But I've now rewatched the part where that beach was added, and now I was reminded of the details about where and what the beach was. So we'll work on that later. Before then, of course, let me work on the all this up here. Still have a little ways to go, but one thing at a time, one thing at a time. And huzzah! I was right. It's not night, but it's almost. So with the fences, I already did the math wrong with how many fences I thought we were going to need. But anyway, I'll plop down some of these slabs. But what I was referring to was we're going to have fences not across all these midsections. We're only going to have the fences along here. And good thing I brought extra. And sorry, bed, you're going to have to move again. But I wanted all of this to be coated in fences, which, would you know it, it's going to end up being more expensive than what I originally thought. Can you say poor planning skills? I don't think it was poor planning skills, it's just this project is not at all the scope of what I originally had it. When I really put my mind to it, I think I'm alright with planning. I'll just set that last 4 real fast. Then we'll sleep, then we'll wake up, and we'll lay down more of the goods. Yeah, this is gonna have to move though. Oh, here, I'll set it, boop, right there. Wait, aren't I gonna have a fence there? Yeah, just kidding. Sorry, so here, we'll wait for that skelly bum to burn. Turns out both of them burned, cool. So now I could start here. This should end up being a whole stack. Alright, let's be smart, let's not walk off the edge. That would be a very bad day if it happened. You know, if I was fast enough, I might be able to have landed in the water. I don't want to test that theory though, so we're not going to. I think I missed a fence. Oh, I think I missed 2 fences. And this all filled in. One. Now it is. The ender chest can stay there. Oopsies. The ender chest can stay there for now. But where the last stack of fences is going is on the bottom side. That one was fixed. So was that one. And that one, I didn't know I was missing. Boop. Turns out I need more fences. That's okay. We're taking the damage. My leg. So I didn't feel like going all the way around. This was the optimal route, minus the damage. Now let's expand this so that way we could fit the glass wall of the fences is going on the outer block there. And you will also be able to tell just how much more I'm going to need after this. I should say how many more fences. That probably makes more sense. Hooray, we got cobble to spare. Oh wait, I have another stack? Oh yeah, that's right, because I was just saying how this last stack was going to be used for here. How has it already been 57 minutes? Oops. Time has gone zoom. So now, with the glass that we have, let's start filling in the walls. We'll start out on the... Oh, wait, hold on. You know what I didn't do? I didn't fill in the pillars here. We need one there and then one on this side as well. There we go. Now I could start filling this all in. Trying to go over just 2 blocks. This is going to take us an entire 2 stacks. Since it's one whole stack going across. I keep looking over there into no man's land. I wonder if I'll do anything off in that area. Truth be told, it feels a lot smaller than what I thought it was, especially in the scope of the world size. That could just be me looking back at it, but who knows? Maybe it really is rather small. It felt big back in Indev, but at the same time we also had a shorter render distance. I think, still only rendered 12 chunks. No, that's not true. I had a farther render distance. You know what? Don't quote me on any of that. I don't remember exactly how render distance was handled in Dev. I think later in Classic we were talking about this. I think it was around the time of Survival Test. Maybe later Classic, where what happened was the far render distance used to load up the entire world. So this was totally fine in early Classic. Don't know how well 2008 and earlier computers, I should say 2009 if it was brand spanking new. 2009 computers and earlier, how well those handled loading up an entire huge Classic world. But I believe that it's not a problem for modern day computers. Regardless, old Classic used to load up the entire world at the far render distance, and then that was changed, and that made me sad because I remember the difference. I remember playing on Classic here on UMP and being able to see the entire world, and then that change was brought about, and I remember getting slightly sad at it. Oh well. Oops, I missed that block. There we go. Oh well, not so important these days. But you gotta remember back then, Classic, the only amount of data it was handling, assuming you were playing regular creative, it only had block IDs and light. Light on or light off. The Minecraft world type was so much simpler back then, compared to even InDev, where... No, there were still block IDs, there were no data values yet. But you had tile entities, you had entities for the mobs, you had world themes, you had light that was more advanced just than on or off. So the whole data type for an in-dev world, very different, because it had to support many new features, and we do not have enough glass to fill this up. let's go and get some more. You know, I don't know how I'm gonna make use of this walkway, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Maybe I'll put a ladder on one of the side pillars. Oh. Huh. This is totally not safe. Don't try this at home, kids. I think this might be good enough. Howdy, Potato. Welcome back to the stream. Here we go. Oh, wait, now I need to reverse. There we go. I really thought the collision for fences was solid when it was at a corner block like this. I didn't know that was fixed as well. I say fixed, but that could have been an earlier release thing. Because I remember the corner pieces for fences was always solid, which was a little weird when compared to the side pieces like this that did have correct collision at that point. Oh well. Minecraft collision has changed multiple times. Well, yes, but fence collision, I should say, has changed multiple times over their history. Probably won't be able to watch any streams in the spring. You know what that means? You got about a month or two. That's not true. You got a couple of months or so to enjoy Zelinator streams. So that means you'll get to see 1.8, 1.9, maybe into 1.10. I don't know. After this week, I'm pretty sure we still have 2 more weeks of 1.8. Let me fill all that up. Oops. I've taken plenty of notes though, and I still have my big old version list. My very, very extensive version list. That details all the versions that I have planned, and I'll be sticking to that because I did indeed go through and verify which versions not to play. And it's turning nighttime. Oh no. Okay, it's not worth it. We gotta go now. I'll just figure something out for when I need to fill in the other stuff. Not play 1.16 pre-1? I know. I'm not playing pre-1 or pre-3, I think. I think it was pre-3. Pre-3 had a entity problem where not all entities converted over correctly. And awakeness. Hooray. Something with a change in data type. Unless I'm thinking of 1.13, but I'm pretty sure it's 1.16 and I'm skipping 2 pre-releases. Alright, we'll just set down the extra block. I'll pick it up soon. And I'm gonna need that glass back. But it can wait, because I have plenty to fill in all of this. I wonder if it would be faster to just do one layer, then walk across the bottom and fill in the other layer. We'll find out when we do. It's easier to keep track. Easier to keep track of which block is intended to be placed. However, in this scenario, if I don't time my clicks correctly, then I end up losing it. And adoink! I'll take that, thank you. Hooray! We're almost done, and I still have a massive amount of glass. That's fine, I'd rather have more than not enough. You know what's gotta be fun? Filling this up with water. Because once the glass is in place, this last back wall, I'm all done. I can party potato all the way home. Badoop. And I guess that's all that. Oops. Double oops. Is this still Silk Touch? Nope. Maybe I should just keep the Fortune Pickaxe there. There we go. Hooray! We have the giant glass fish tank all established, pretty much. So we need to head back, pick up some water, then go from there. To the buckets. Away! Splash down, as a good Minecraftian does. Or you could choose to hit the ground and sacrifice your inventory. Hadoink. Is it turning nighttime already, or am I under a shadow? I may or may not have been paying attention to where the sun was. Why does it look, why was it shaded? Oh, was it? No, I should have been, I don't know, it felt dark for some reason when I was walking through here. Am I seeing things? I don't know. How the same thing happened on the console edition, and I don't know what that was all about. Maybe I am seeing things. Or it's the same effect, but I forgot what caused it last time. Yeah, I totally stockpiled on glass, but I'll have to go through and refill all those furnaces again. I don't know how much coal I'll need. I'll just grab all this. Boop. Fill that up. So we're looking at 6 stacks. Good enough, right? Well, we're about to find out. So before I do that, I'll grab the water buckets now. Who's pinging me? Think it's important? Probably not. No. Why do I have so many empty? No, this isn't so many. I ask myself why I have so many crafting tables, yet I only have a whopping 50 empty buckets. 15, I should say, empty buckets. Nope. Inventory. See, I'm telling you, right in this area, I'm doing something in my inventory, and then boop, it shifts over because of the effects. And it's like, why? Oh, wait. So I think we're all set. Was there anything else I needed? Oh yeah, I was going to visit the blacksmith hut before we go up. And I can minimize that because it's not all important. Here's about Doctor Who. One of these days, perhaps, don't know how long it'll take, but on my to-watch eventually list, Doctor Who has officially been added due to a very detailed 5 hour, 14-minute-ish video. And so I thought to myself, well, at this point I might as well go through the whole franchise. And that was not nearly enough. Not nearly enough coal that I was hoping I was going to utilize. Oops. That took 3 stacks. That means it's going to take another 3 stacks. I needed a whole 9 stacks to fill this up. Oops. Hopefully I'll remember for next time that I'll need another 3 stacks. That's an entire stack of coal blocks. Oop. Yes, Slime, I hear ya. Well, I'll deal with that later. So back up the ladder we go. Hooray. You know what I just realized? I didn't think about it. I haven't done one of these before. But realistically, if I wanted, I could have a, what is it, an ender pearl stasis chamber? Is that what the term is? So basically, I would keep an ender pearl up there, suspended in water. And what I would do is I would stay down here, and whenever I'm ready to go up, I would boop, press a button that would make the ender pearl land, and then up I go. That would be the fastest way to go up. And then I'll just need to make sure to bring extra ender pearls to resupply it. Or keep a chest of ender pearls up here. Yeah, I can always jump down and whee all the way down to the water below. But in terms of going up... Oh no, I forgot the slabs. Hold on, I took them out of the ender chest, right? I can't remember. Well, either way, I could always jump off and let gravity do its thing. But in terms of getting up here, an ender pearl stasis chamber might be effective. However, here's the thing. I want to say I need a bubble column, which means I can't build one until 1.13 and later, because the ender pearl will sink rather quickly in regular water, so we need it to float. So we need the upward bubble column to keep the... Oh, I did keep them in here. Cool. So I'll need a upward bubble column to keep the ender pearl floating on the surface. Maybe later, maybe later. Alright, and huzzah! We're gonna take the safe way down. Come on, I believe in you. And I took that up and I didn't even replace it with the slabs. Oops. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Do clouds not render through water? No, they do. I could see the difference, but they're still so bright. And is it? Oh man, it's turning night and I got myself stuck down here. Oops. That's okay. Always be smart when you're working on pools, kids. It looks weird though, but it does render. Because I see the colored tint, it's just, it looks odd because of probably math. Color math, yay. Ba-doop. Go, go, go. As long as I don't fall off the edge, we'll be fine. I'm sure a lot of people have said that before falling off the ledge. Ah, it's a sad story. This is gonna take a while to fill up. I'm already feeling it. We'll see how much we can get before nighttime. But I have to do this whole thing layer by layer. Hooray, 1.5! That's one of those features that I absolutely want in Modern that I wish was around in beta and earlier. But oh well. The ability to have source water expand above other source water. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. You know what's different with this water compared to modern water? This is ninja water. It doesn't make a sound. And now here comes the fun part. I get to do it perpendicular, starting from the far end, moving over to the closer one. Oh, here, I like sprints, so let me get my hunger up. My hunger and the invisible saturation that I totally wish was visible somehow. Even on the debug menu, it would make me happy to see hunger there. You ready for this? Yay! Look at all that hard work. Ow, the frames. Why did this take out the frame rate? What happened? What'd they do to water? I don't remember it having this many problems. Watch, it's gonna get fixed right as soon as it's done, right? Yep, we're back to normal. Huh. Something broke that I don't think it was supposed to, but that's okay, I guess. What'll be nicer about this water is now that the whole floor is done, it's not going to spread out over us, because what I'm thinking is I'm thinking of building up the entire wall first. So what I mean by that is building up the entire wall of water here, all the way up to the top, which will be the last layer of glass. That's why we have slabs, so that way we can get out of the water. But I'm thinking of building it all the way up, and then we'll go from there. Oops. Gotcha, every block. I'll also need to verify and make sure that's all filled in first. It looks like it, because it would not flow outward if I missed a block like that one, because then it would have the little gap here. Man, ever since that first water, Minecraft has been a little stuttery. What happened? Did they unoptimize the water somehow? What am I currently at? Do I have... Oh, I do. We still have the decent lagometer. It's not called a lagometer. I want to say it's called like the profiler. See, like, what was that? What was that giant red line? Oh, it doesn't have the time in milliseconds here that it takes to draw the frame. I'm pretty sure that's what the time is. Yeah, I don't know what they did, but you could see it's a little ert. This is getting to be rather intimidating. It's okay. Doo-doo-ba-doop. Keeping an eye out to make sure that all of this fills in fully. But I guess if there's any problem, we'll find out later when the big flood happens. Oi, ever since the attack of the sneezes earlier, my nose has been a little itchy. Oi, leave me alone. But alas, even when the sneezes are not here, they still leave behind their menacing acts. I wonder how far up I'll be able to go before I can't reach anymore. It looks like I could go up till that one, then I'll have to swim. So the last 3 layers are going to take the longest, I believe. I wonder if this water is going to show up and replace the glass on the map. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Oh, we're getting there. And I could reach through the water, but I'll need to keep an eye out to make sure that I'm filling every block. So the water I want to place is going to be next to the sloped one. That will ensure that the sloped one turns into a source block. If Minecraft runs fine with this, this is gonna look cool for how I have it planned. But if it doesn't happen, I will be rather sad. Based on trying to flood the bottom layer here, the game said, "Hey, I'm kind of struggling a bit." Yet I've filled in more areas with water before, so maybe water is somehow incredibly unoptimized in this version. I think it's getting a little dark though, so let me make sure that's all good. Yep. So I don't know if I can reach that one. Oh, I can. I'm trying to stay out of the water wall. We still have some extra time before nighttime, which means 10 minutes. It'll be a little more than 10 minutes when nighttime sets because I spent a little bit of yester Minecraft day. We are on day 4991. I spent a little bit of the previous Minecraft day working on this, and it takes about 10.5 minutes or so from sunrise to sunset. I didn't expect this to take so long. I am very, very glad I chose to only make this 1 stack in length and not 4. Because if this was as long as the other one, we'd still be on the first layer. No, let's see, it would have been 1. No, we would have just barely started the second layer. Oh boy. Wait. Oh no. You seeing what I'm seeing? We got swamp water. I fixed the grass and I fixed the leaves, but I didn't fix the swamp water. Oh man, I'll need to work on that. Oh, I forgot that water was affected by the biome tinting. That's not cool. Oh, here, let's head up. I'll mark that on the list to take care of that later. So I think I finished this row. We're gonna hope I did. We have two more rows of water to finalize. Well, it's not even color multiplication. It really is how it's rendering. The way the clouds are, they really do not look exact. They do not look right for how they show up. They look fine behind the glass, but when the water gets involved, they look a little odd. And anoink. So I guess while I'm here, what I could do real fast, since it's not night just yet, is I'll lay down these slabs, and by the time I run back, I should be able to sleep. Isn't it so nice how in Minecraft you can sleep at such a precise time, or choose to not sleep at all? Can you think about what the real world would be like if you could choose how fast you fall asleep and when you woke up, and if you were to even sleep at all. The only times you would want to choose to sleep is when you have to wait for something. Alright, there we go. So, I took out that water. Yep. Onto this one. And I can no longer reach that block, so I will have to swim up every time. That's gotta slow this down. But once this layer's done, guess what? I have to do it again for the top layer. Alright, I wonder, can I just reach from over here? Oh, this does not feel very safe. Well, it's totally safe. There's no throw as long as I'm within the glass chamber down here. But this does not feel consistent. Does anyone know the weight of water within 1 cubic meter? Because I'm starting to think, you know, if, say we felt like doing some math and we felt like applying some real world stuff here. Do we know how heavy this would be? 1,000 kilograms. 1,000 kilograms for a cubic meter of water? Oh boy. So there's the base weight. And so next is we need to find the volume of this. So we have our base area. We're looking at, well, I should say the length. 64 blocks from one end to the other. Then 64 times 19. And then multiply that. 64 by 19 by 8. I don't know what that number is. And place in the water. That will get us our volume of water in meters cubed. Multiply that by 1,000 for 1,000 kilograms per cubic meter. How heavy would all this water be? Not including any of the glass or cobblestone that is comprised of the structure itself. In fact, hold on, let me move on notepad real fast because I need to write down the swamp water. Because I might forget about the biome tinting later. I already realized that I wanted to fix leather armor by grayscaling the texture because I realized it applied a brown on top of the already brown texture and that made it oversaturated. I didn't want that, so I grayscaled the item and model textures. The reason why I wanted to do the longest side first, the length compared to the width first, is I wanted to get this out of the way. So that way, when working on the final midsection, the intersection point that will bring all of this together, it's gonna go wazoo. Yeah, I need to do this the fun way. As long as the performance holds up, which I have my doubts based on flooding this one singular layer, but that's alright, I guess. My goal is, with the last water I place, flood every layer sequentially. So that's what we're hoping to do. I just need to kind of think backward in setup. Hopefully I can get the wall done in about 5 minutes or so. That way we'll be set before nighttime. You know what, even 6 minutes. We'll give an extra 30 seconds because it's not exactly noon. Plus the extra... Oops, was that one right? I think that one might have been too high up. Oh yeah, that one doesn't go there. Yeah, I'll give the extra 30 seconds before noon plus the 30 seconds for nighttime. And I'm gonna assume that filled in completely. Looks to be correct. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's not the water that's causing the performance issues. You know what I think it is? I think it's the lighting updates, because this entire area is on glass. And so, say I just boop that skylight, this entire column of skylight, from all the way here down below. In fact, you know how I could test that? Right there. You see how on the cobblestone I don't get the lag spike? In fact, here I could prove it mathematically. See how there's no lag spike? But if I do it over here on the glass, boop, you could see that. In fact, it's not just one, it's two. One tick for removing the glass, one where it turns into skylight, and it's one tick for putting the shadow back. That's what the problem was. Okay, so it's not water that I'm experiencing the performance problem. It's the lighting update with such a giant pillar. I did not realize that. I don't know what biome are we in. We're in an ocean. We're in an ocean biome. Why does this look like yellow-gray fog over there? And I still can't believe the clouds are so low. Uh-oh. I did that wrong. Well, that's okay, because this will hopefully help prevent problems in the future by making the light even darker. Oops. Oh. Internal server lag. Alright, well that's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. So I'll need to remember, or I should pay attention to where not to place it. So we're looking at, I need it there, and no farther. Alright, I could do this. But hopefully, I think I might have said before, water, when it creates darkness, it decreases the light per 3 blocks. Unlike regular light, when it functions normally through air and stuff, it decreases per 1 block. Howdy Mega, welcome back to the stream. Is that the one I could place? Oh no, I could do one more. Yeah, I could place it there. I guess now that I'm bobbing up and down, I can reach ever so slightly taller. Oops, I'm not on that layer yet. I don't think. Nope, not yet. We're almost there. Anyways, the whole point I was doing before Mega hopped on and casually proceeded to distract me from what I was talking about was... So, by now, we're already 2 blocks of water deep. All this water is going to decrease the light level, which means hopefully there should not be any more lighting updates. That's only 6 blocks though, it's only a 6 block difference. But little by little. That was it, right? Yep. Don't worry, Mega, as long as you stick around just a little bit longer, at least, you're about to watch something cool as long as I know my Minecraft right. I'm gonna hope I did. Well, I need to nail this exactly, because I already kinda done goofed the first time around, but that's okay. So now what I need to do is work from the top down, because that'll be faster than going bottom up. Because if I do this, There's no source water beneath that. So now what I need to do, everything right in front of me is flowing. So what I need to do is do that. And it's kind of hard because you can't see where you are. So that was layer 2, right? 2, 3 from the top. Building in the background. Makes sense, makes sense. 2, 3, so now we're on 4. I think that was 4. I'll try it again. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if I did my math right, this is it. Huzzah! Hooray! We get to watch the entire area flood. Except now I might be stuck here. Oh no, we're not. Cool. Ah, server lag. Unless that's a visual problem. Come on, you can update. There it goes. Okay, would have looked cool if that went all the way. It kind of froze towards the end. There you go. As the Zella moon rises. Alright, well, now we have this entire area full of source water. Hooray. And let's grab all of this, spare building materials. And now we sit here and we think what to work on next. Because I wanted the little water aquarium thing, and now we have that. And I'm thinking what I might do is I might grab a couple of dark oak fence gates because I might as well just put a fence gate there and there. I'll also need more dark oak fences. 1 stack. Hiccup, maybe. 1 stack should be fine. If it's 19, that would be plus any extras, so that would only be about 40. Oh no, I might need 2 stacks. I'll be smart and come back with 2 stacks at least. Alright, away we go. That should be enough dark oak fences to take care of that. So 2 do the fence gates and 2 fence gates plus 2 stacks of dark oak fences. Hooray, I'm building something. That's definitely a shape up there. Oh, can't sprint anymore. Nom nom nom. But soon I will do the tests to see which one is faster. Walking or walking and jumping. We're gonna do this scientifically with frame by frame video analysis. That's why will be recording at 120 FPS. I think I've said before how I appreciate OBS being able to choose your own frame rates. I've recorded 128 FPS video before. There's a couple of Minecraft alpha videos because I knew I could get 120 plus there easily. Let's drop that in. It was on my dedicated alpha 1.0.2 world that I should get back to one of these days. I haven't touched it in a couple of years or so. I kind of overwrote that in favor of a alpha 1.1 world in terms of time spent. I should get back to that world as well. I haven't touched it in a few years either. So let's think. I have dark oak fences. If I'm looking at 2 stacks, I'll just make 3. You know what that means? Time to stock up on dark oak. Or here, how about I casually spend some of my regular oak? Turn it into sticks, I guess. Or... no. Never mind, wrong world. My population Zelinator world has a massive amount of sticks on there from all the trees I've been chopping. Spoiler alert, out of lore on that world. I've done a massive amount of tree chopping after Team Tree and Origins. Howdy, Bean of the Soy, welcome back to the stream. So that world has even less trees than when it was last seen in TTO. Oh boy. So then I need fence gates. I don't think I have any fence gates. I'm going to assume I don't have any dark oak fence gates since they were a very recent addition. So let me make them. I need 4 if I need 2 of them. And an oink. There we go. Now I have spare sticks for next time. And let's see, is there anything else I needed? I put away the goods. Yeah, I guess that's all that. I got all the fences. We should be good. You know, real fast. No, not real fast. I'll wait until I update the fences. I'll add the fences up there. Then I'll bother again. Then I'll bother updating the map. Did beacon range change at all? Or was that already done? Because I want to say the range was slightly increased in either 1.5 or 1.6. I think it was 1.5 that slightly increased the beacon range, and I don't know if it was changed at all since then. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like all that effort for the one beacon, it still feels short. Personally, I'd appreciate the beacon if it was twice as large. I'll need to verify what the current size is, because I might have put a full beacon down there, or it might be missing a layer. But I feel like if I get the 2 effects, the regeneration plus haste, I want to say it is the full beacon. It is all 4 tiers. But I'll find out when I get there. Oh, I almost thought I was done, but the cloud. Why can you see through clouds from different angles, but you can't see through a cloud when looking straight up into it? Unless you can, and that was an old rendering problem that is no longer relevant. Some of my Minecraft knowledge is outdated because that's what happens. Man, you know what this looks like? It looks like you have this nice clear pool, right? You know, everything's good. And then in this area, you have a bunch of kids who peed in it. That's what it looks like. Oi. So we're gonna slap that fence gate right there, and then fill all this in. Oh no, why do you say oh no? Oh. I was gonna say, oh no, he's on to me. Because I'd get a little, goes the villager since 1.6. Why did I grab so many fences? Am I missing a section that I didn't see before? Because I wanted to fill in the 20 there, plus the 20 over here. Plus the little extra. What is this supposed to be? I'm currently working on some sort of test area. Because I've been saying for a little while now, I want to verify whether or not walking is faster, or if walking and jumping is faster. So that's why I have, to my right, these very long distance flat pieces of test tracks, I guess. I really only needed one, but one of these days I'm going to time myself in different tests how long it takes going from one end to the other. And then I can verify based on time what the different speeds are and which one is fastest. So that's all that. And then over here, I guess if I really wanted what this would be used for, would be for, whatchamacallit, this would be utilized for traveling through water, I suppose. Walk diagonally like you did to the Farlands? That's going to be another test. That was fastest back before you could sprint, but that's not faster than sprint jumping. which my current knowledge is sprint jumping is the fastest mode of using your own legs. But yeah, walking diagonal was faster because I couldn't sprint back then. Yeah, I really didn't need this much dark oak, but that's alright. I guess I was close when I estimated about a stack and a half requirements, because then I would have only had 7 left over. That's alrighty. So let's think. What's next? I was planning on working on other test chamber type areas, making giant circles and whatnot. I guess that could be next. I'd be slapping it right over there. But let's pick up the goods, and then we're moving out. Bring all that together. I like my organization. But before I decide how I'm going to design the giant tube test chamber looking like GLaDOS's chamber from the first portal, what we'll be doing is updating the map real fast, because if I don't, I'm likely to forget. And I kind of want to know what the whole area looks like now, since it hasn't been updated since I got the thingy in place. What do you have? 13-ish minutes for today. Hopefully this all fits on one map. If not, based on offset, then it'll be taken up 2. In fact, I think it will be 2. There it is. So there's 1, and there's 2. Well, now that's a giant. That's another large scale vertical stripe pattern on the map. That's okay. It's gonna look very clustered once everything's all filled in, but that's because it's all flat. There's a flat render compared to what the world really looks like here in 3D, with the different heights and whatnot. And ZZZ, we're looking at the smallest Zella moon again. Has it really been 8 Minecraft days since there's 8 moon phases? We're on day 4994. 4,994. Tomorrow. Assuming I don't play on this world at all between tomorrow's stream and this one, we will hit day 5,000 early on tomorrow. Since in another 10 minutes we'll be sleeping, so that will make it to 4,995. And then that'll be it. That's where the stream will end. So tomorrow, 96, 97, 98, 5,000. So let's see, do I want to use more cobblestone? I'd be making a giant circle just about. What's that huge TNT hole? Back in the earlier days of Minecraft, meaning release 1.5, you could place dispensers facing directly downward. And I don't know what I was doing here. You could place dispensers facing directly download, so I took advantage of that brand new feature at the time. And that's what happened. Let's see, do I want to change the area at all? In fact, yeah, I think I will. So I will keep the elevation. Yeah, we'll keep the elevation where it is. I have a plan, hopefully. I'm thinking like a giant drum. A giant barrel, except not curved inward at the top and bottom where it's wider towards the center. I'm not gonna make a shape like that. I struggle enough with making circles and whatnot. I listened to the new Astral tracks. Truth be told, I have not heard any of your music since Endgame. I don't know if I listened to Heartbreaker. I may or may not have. I need to re-listen to the past CD set because I need one final QA before I burn it to disk. Because y'all know me and the QA passes. Because I'm already on one draft over what I thought I was going to be on for my book, but oh well. Hey, at least it'll be all good. Uploaded a video yesterday. Coolio. Yeah, there's that one half a stair that's currently buried, but I didn't want to move the stair, so we're gonna let it sit there. How many times did I make the air sound? Whoop. You see that to the right? Look at that monolith. And do beacons not render above the height limit yet? I thought that was fixed. Maybe it gets fixed in a newer version and it's not there yet. I thought beacons rendered above the top of the world. I guess not yet. Well, anyway, while we're here, we're looking at expanding this. Because I want my walkway. So we're going to have a giant circle right in front of us, but that'll be after. Gonna expand that in 1.18? Why, of course. That also means I'll have to dig down as well. But that's a problem for future me. So we'll do, how about 10 blocks before I do the next platform? There's block number 10. So I'll be spending the extra pathway here. Then this is going to go straight into the wall of the next testing cylinder. I guess I'll call it that. Nice gardens. Thank you. I have one of every currently available type of plant down there. Growable plant, I should say. We don't have beetroot, that's not here yet, and we have one more area in case any other growable crop gets added in the future. I don't think so. I don't think anything's been added since beetroot that requires tilled soil that I can remember. But yeah, time to do some math. This is the midsection right here, and I want at least a 3-block gap that way. So we're going to use that to identify what the radius is of this circle, then I could turn that into a diameter and we'll go from there. So we're looking at midpoint. 1, 2. Thirty blocks minus 3. So this is block 30, 9, 28, 27. So we're looking at 27 from the midpoint, right? 1. Yep, this is the 27th block. So we're going to punch that number into a circle generator. So the whole radius is the one, yep, the one that's been around since 2012. This is not 27 because it's 27 times 2 plus 1. That should be 54 plus 1, 55. We're looking at a 55 block. Oops. We're looking at a 55 block diameter. I forgot this was in diameter and not. This was in diameter and not radius. First, I don't know what you're talking about. You're about to be last. All right, so 55 is what we're looking at. 1, 2. Ah, that was 47. Hold up. This is 55. This is gonna be the diameter of the circle here. Oh boy. Went from $1 microphone in 2017 to $500 million mic. I don't know what you're talking about. The microphone I'm currently using is about $80. The one I used to use was about $20. $80 is cheap for a headset microphone because I haven't spent the money on a good microphone. Reason being, microphone money is better placed on a hard drive for me. So this is one. $27. This right here should be the middle block. So we're gonna verify that by doing this. Hold up. By separating each stack into exactly 27, I don't have to worry about counting because I just have to use up the entire stack, and that keeps track for me. Don't play don't let Minecraft play you. Be the one to play Minecraft. Look out, what was that? Shopping center? Oh, I saw that slime spawn. Oh, it didn't spawn, it barely rendered. Interesting. Well, anyways, let me verify that to our left is 27 blocks. Assuming I did this right. I sure hope I counted right, because if not, this would be a pain to redo. So 1. Yep, this is 27. Cool, cool. So then let me check one last time. This is, I like verification. Yep, this is 27. Cool. So this is absolutely what we're working with here. So let me take a quick peek at this right now. So we're looking at +4 on each side. No, +5 on each side. Okay, this will take a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna make this like a giant T. But before we do all that, how about we catch some Z's, but oops, and go from there. So as the Zella moon rises, we'll sleep, and then we'll keep going for another minute or so. Cool, drop me off in a safe place. Beds used to have a chance of putting you in unsafe locations. It feels like most of that's been taken care of by now. Five as well. Do. And we still have that 3 block gap. Cool, that's what I want. Alright, y'all say your final thoughts now as we start wrapping up. The last thing I'm going to do for today is add the little wings to that. We're going to turn this into a giant video game crosshair pointing straight down. That's right about what it's turned into. And then that'll be it for today. CS, Counter-Strike? Did I say CS? I do not know what you are referring to. You enjoyed every minute of the 5 minutes you were here. Hooray! Yeah, that's all it for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye.